How's it going, everybody? It's been a little bit since I made a review. There's a reason for that. I've been wanting to do this review for a while. I actually talked with somebody on Instagram who wanted me to review this album, kinda. It's kind of it's a mini album. I'll get into it. But I need to address this. I have been looking for this damn album for over a month. This album came out, I think it was March 10th. Wait, no. 7th. March 7th is when this album came out. It is April 12th as I'm recording this. I just finally was able to find this a few days ago. So I've listened to it over and over again. It's not hard. It's only 3.5 songs. I say a half because the first song, Solstice, is not a song, it's an intro. Intros are used to play while the band goes on stage and sets up and waves to the crowd and then it gets them ready. That's an intro. They're not songs. And I think it's very odd that they would do this for a mini album. It's barely a mini album, especially when the regular edition is only 3 songs and the limited edition is 4. So thankfully I was able, the blog sites that I go to, took them over a month to get this album. I don't know why. It's Nocturnal Bloodlust. It blew my mind that the sites I go on were like, here's an album by this band, here's an album by this band, here's an album by this band, and it just kept blowing by. It's fucking Nocturnal Bloodlust. They kind of made a name for themselves. I feel like, haven't they? Haven't they? I feel like Nocturnal Bloodlust. They made a name for themselves, and it drove me up a damn wall that it took so long for the blog sites I follow to be like, oh yeah, by the way, over a month later, here's that, that mini album. Even this Facebook page that I get most of my music from, Soul, S-O-L, Visual K, it's in Spanish, but, they send links so where you can download the albums. And I requested, hey, Nocturnal Bloodlust, Whiteout, like, the day after, and that page finally, again, like a few days ago, posted it. And for anyone who's like, why are you going on blog sites and Facebook pages to download these albums? Let me answer that question with a question of my own. Why the fuck are these albums not digitally distributed across the world? Why is this 3 or 4 track album about, let's say, alright, so for me, in America, I can only buy this album from CD Japan officially. Or I could buy it from somebody on eBay who lives in Taiwan and get it for about $25. It's 4 tracks. And I'm sorry. It would be around $30 if I bought the 3-track regular edition. It'd be over $25, around $30. If I wanted the limited edition CD with the DVD, honestly, I don't give 2 shits about DVDs. I just want the music. Oh, and by the way, the DVD is region locked. Yeah, that's going to be over $30, probably $40 on CD Japan. No. How about that? No. How about distribute your music digitally on iTunes, on Amazon? It's Nocturnal Bloodlust. You could get all their albums on iTunes. Why was this the exception? It blows my mind why this was so difficult to obtain, not only officially, where I can give you my money, and then also on blog sites. And if you have a problem, like if all these record labels, of course, have a problem with it, do you not like money? I would have gladly spent 5, I guess 10 at the most. No, this is a $5 album. You don't know. Do you understand? Like, please, someone in the comments be like, I understand the frustration. Like, I know I'm not the only one who listens to Japanese music in America, or anyone. I've had people in comments in my previous videos be like, yeah, Europe, I live in Europe, and it's like, I'm not paying $30 for that. That's why these blog sites exist. It's a community. You can fight that if you just... I understand that exporting of physical goods, there's zero excuse for digital distribution. Zero excuse for the lack of it. So yeah, automatically it affects the review. Just saying. I don't care that people have a problem that this. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Anyway, the album itself. Solstice is the first track. Not a song. So don't care about intros. I don't. Some of them are good. So there have been a couple of occasions of some bands where the intro's good. But it's just, I don't care about intros. They're not songs. Alright, so Whiteout. This is a song. Okay, so the self-titled, song here of the album. It's a song. Alright, hold on. I think the mic will be able to pick this up. So I'm just going to hit play on the song for a little bit, and then I'm going to discuss my problem with this song. This song has kind of gotten mixed reactions. If you check the official YouTube video of it, thankfully we can actually watch the video. Because I guess Sony they're not under Sony, unlike the Gazette, so we can actually watch their music. But, so you can watch the video, and a lot of, mixed comments. A lot of people are like, ooh, is this the direction they're going? I don't like it. A lot of people, like me, are like, I like it, but it's not, feels like something's off. I don't know. I know what's off about this song, so I'm just going to sample it real quick. So, I'm going to hit play right now, and the song just starts off like that, which is awesome. It can kind of take somebody by off guard, because it starts off like... And then put in a guitar solo shredding. Awesome, right? That's fucking awesome. That's exactly what we expect from Nocturnal Bloodlust. That's how the song begins. That's how it starts off, like, oh, fuck yeah. And then we get... Hold on. What the fuck? What is that? Am I the only one who hears that? And it's like, oh, this is the perfect dance to go with that. Just wave your hands and just bounce up and it goes from this hardcore metal drums and guitar, and it's just oh fuck yeah, to a poppy all right, we're a little happy-go-lucky right now. We're a little, just a little dance to this. And it's just what? I see so many people that are like, this is alright. I mean, Nocturnal Bloodlust has done that before. They've kind of have a habit of being hardcore and then adding some weird stuff to their music that really slows it down. And that's not even slow, it's just a complete change of melody. And yeah, oof. Here's the problem with the song. It is never a good idea, in my opinion, to start a song hardcore and heavy, and then the rest of the song, or the verse of the song, to be more poppy rock. You know what I mean? What you should do, and this is a better technique, is start it off pop, start it off lighter, then get to the heavy. I feel like that's Metal 101. It just does not work when you are starting off hard, going soft. Start soft, go hard. The soft adds a build-up. It kind of like that, then just knock them out with the hard. Nocturnal Bloodlust has done that a bajillion times with all their music. But this time they decided to go, what happens if we go the opposite direction? Let's start hard and then go soft. And there are some decent parts of the song. Like Nocturnal Bloodlust fashion, Nocturnal Bloodlust's music is always long. There's always a lot of Hiro does the craziest shit with his singing. The amount of the 3 or 4 different voices and singing styles that he has, he always implements them in his music. I mean, and then just how they like to slow things down, and then it's a 4 minute song, 4 minutes and 44 seconds. It's a good whatever, but it's just, it changes throughout there. But it's just it's alright, but I feel like you guys kind of did it the opposite way of how it should have been. Just saying. All right. So this next song is excuse me, is not. This is another problem. It's like this album should not be $15, $20, $25, $30. This song, actually, I expected this song to be like, all right, I could just skip that because it's a great fucking song, but it was originally on, like, they released this song a while ago, like sometime last year. It's called Live to Die, and it's a great song. Like, when I first heard it, it's like, oh shit, this is just some more Nocturnal Bloodlust. Awesome opening. You know, Hiro does this thing, drums, everything is great. So it's like, oh, I can just skip this. But then I saw that it said rearranged version. I was like, oh, okay. So I listened to it, and right off the bat, it's just, oh yeah, it's different. They rearranged or remastered the song the way that Gorugamesh and Lynch and some other Japanese bands have done, where they did it the right way. They decided, like, you know what, the first version was good, but let's make it better, and they actually made it better. I feel like with this album, the drumming, it sounds like an electronic drum kit. I could be wrong, but it sounds like it's more higher quality. The drumming sounds deeper, sounds awesome. It just sounds better than the original version. They also added a lot more guitar tracks, and where the first version of the song just kind of ends with, like, the, you know, how it begins with its awesome guitar track. This one's like, how about we end it with a guitar solo? So it ends with a guitar solo, and it adds a little bit more to the song. This version of the song is longer than the original version, and I like it. I like both versions of the song. I like what they did here. This one feels, they took a great song and made it even better. So I actually thought I was going to be like, I don't need this version of the song because I already had it. No. I have both versions of the song on my MP3 player because I love both versions of the song. This one is probably the most standout track on the album, to be honest. However, some people may disagree with me with their next song. It is in kanji, but I did look it up, and the kanji is Mogidao. Don't know what that means. You can tell me in the comments. I don't know what it means, but it's a ballad. Something Nocturnal Bloodlust doesn't really do. I mean, I think they've done some here and there, but this is actually not a bad ballad. And it's not like complete acoustic guitars. It's not complete. Oh, real quick. I've been thinking about this review all day, and I just need to say this. Back to the last track real quick. Live to Die rearranged version. If you want to know what the guitars and the drums sound like before listening to it, think the Doom soundtrack. The Doom from 2 years ago. Listen to Rip and Tear and BFG Division. Listen to how the guitars and the drum sounds exactly like that mixing. The way that Mick Gordon, the composer of that soundtrack, the way he mixed the sounds of the guitars, which is like on an H string, and the drums, it sounds exactly like it. So think like Doom and Live to Die. That's what it sounds like. It's perfect. It's awesome. Anyway, back to Mogidao. It's actually good. It's actually, not gonna lie, it's pretty good. There's still like some guitar shredding here and there. Hiro does not scream. There is no squealing. By the way, how the fuck does he do that? I love to sing in the car, and I'll even sing Nocturnal Bloodlust, and I'll do all the switches that Hiro does. However, I cannot for the life of me do that. Like, how does he do that high-pitched growl? How does he do that? I can't summon it in my throat. I can't do it. It's like, whenever you hear the phrase scream like a girl, just picture that. So it's like he hits that high pitch, but also there's growls. There's like a raspiness to it. Like, I don't know how he does it, and I try to do it all the time when I sing to my Nocturnal Bloodlust music. I can't do it. But there's none of that in this song. It's actually a good ballad song. So it's kind of messed up how Nocturnal Bloodlust went for a little something different on this song and made it only available on the limited edition album. I don't know. Maybe they they're like, well, let's just see. We don't really know how it's going to go, so probably not going to do it live. It's 4 minutes and 50 seconds long, good length song. So overall, I would say because of the frustration of getting this album, frustration how long it took me to get this album, and the price point for this album, barely an album, more like a single, let's be honest, I will give it a 3 out of 5. And I think I've explained this, but I'll keep explaining it for a little bit. But I do mini albums and singles that I feel worth reviewing out of 5, and I'll do like full-length albums out of 10. So out of 5, this is a 3. Because the first song is not a song. Don't do that on mini albums. Just saying. Whiteout is weird. Acceptable. Weird. Live to Die rearranged version surprised me with their commitment to the song and how to make it better. And Mogidao actually was like not bad. It was actually pretty good. So all that together, it's like it's fair. It's all right. It's good. It's worth listening to if you're a Nocturnal Bloodlust fan. Live to Die. If you aren't a Bloodlust fan, I would recommend Live to Die and just leave it at that. Come back to the other songs later. Plenty of other great Nocturnal Bloodlust music out there. But yeah. Before I ramble, I'll just end it with that. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. So other than I look forward to more Nocturnal Bloodlust music, and hopefully we get a full-length album later this year. I think they're kind of going or attempting, or it seems like they want to go in a new direction. It's like I'm cautious, but I'm optimistic. That's the best way I can put it. I think that's the best way. It's like, all right, I want to see where they're going. I'm cautious, but I'm optimistic about it. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end it on that. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.